Saint of the Day. September 27th. Saint Vincent de Paul, priest and founder. Born, April 24, 1581. Saint Vincent de Paul, Guyenne and Gascony, Kingdom of France. Died, September 27, 1660, aged 79, Paris, Kingdom of France. Venerated in Catholic Church, Anglican Communion. Beatified, August 13, 1729. Pope Benedict XIII. Canonized, June 16, 1737. Pope Clement XII. Major shrines: Saint Vincent de Paul Chapel, 95, Rue de Sèvres, Paris, France. Feast, September 27. Patronage: charities, horses, hospitals, leprosy, lost articles, Madagascar, prisoners, Richmond, Virginia, spiritual help, St. Vincent de Paul Societies, Sacred Heart Cathedral Preparatory, Vincentian Service Corps, volunteers. Saint Vincent de Paul was a French Roman Catholic priest who dedicated himself to serving the poor. He is venerated as a saint in the Catholic Church and the Anglican Communion. He was canonized in 1737. He was renowned for his compassion, humility, and generosity. Saint Vincent de Paul was born in 1581 in the village of Pouilly, Indiana, the province of Guyenne and Gascony, the Kingdom of France, to peasant farmers, Father Jean and Mother Bertrande de Moraes de Paul. There was a stream named the Paul in the vicinity, and it is believed that this might have been the derivation of the family name. He wrote the name as one word, de Paul, possibly to avoid the inference that he was of noble birth, but none of his correspondents did so. He had 3 brothers, Jean, Bernard, and Gayon, and 2 sisters, Marie and Marie Claudine. He was the 3rd child. At an early age, he showed a talent for reading and writing, but during his childhood, he herded his family's livestock. At 15, his father sent him to seminary, managing to pay for it by selling the family's oxen. Vincent's interest in the priesthood at that time was largely with the intent to establish a successful career and obtain a benefice, with which he could retire early and support the family. He was ordained on September 23, 1600, at the age of 19, in Château-l'Évêque, near Périgueux. This was against the regulations established by the Council of Trent, which required a minimum of 24 years of age for ordination, so when he was appointed parish priest until, the appointment was appealed in the Court of Rome. Rather than respond to a lawsuit in which he would probably not have prevailed, he resigned from the position and continued his studies. On October 12, 1604, he received his Bachelor of Theology from the University of Toulouse. Later he received a licentiate in canon law from the University of Paris. In 1617, Vincent contacted the Daughters of Charity, and they then introduced him to poor families. Vincent then brought them food and comfort. He organized these wealthy women of Paris to collect funds for missionary projects, found hospitals, and gather relief funds for the victims of war, and to ransom 1,200 galley slaves from North Africa. From this, participation of women would eventually come, with the help of Louise de Marillac, the Daughters of Charity of Saint Vincent de Paul, French, Filles de la Charite, a society of apostolic life for women within the Catholic Church. In 1622 Vincent was appointed chaplain to the galleys. After working for some time in Paris among imprisoned galley slaves, he returned to be the superior of what is now known as the Congregation of the Mission, or the Vincentians, in France known as Lazaristes. These priests, with vows of poverty, chastity, obedience, and stability, were to devote themselves entirely to the people in smaller towns and villages. Vincent was zealous in conducting retreats for clergy at a time when there was great laxity, abuse, and ignorance among them. He was a pioneer in clerical training and was instrumental in establishing seminaries. He spent 28 years serving as the spiritual director of the convent of Saint Mary of Angels. Vincent died in Paris on September 27, 1660. The Society of Saint Vincent de Paul. Vincent is the patron of all works of charity. A number of organizations specifically inspired by his work and teaching and which claim Vincent as their founder or patron saint are grouped in a loose federation known as the Vincentian family. The 1996 publication The Vincentian Family Tree presents an overview of related communities from a genealogical perspective. Among these organizations is the Society of Saint Vincent de Paul, a charitable organization dedicated to the service of the poor, established in 1833 by French university students, led by the Blessed Frederick Ozanam. The society is today present in 132 countries.